Ladies and gentlemen, completely unrehearsed, Howard Dell.
Whoa! Good. Okay, hi everybody. Welcome. Hi everybody. I'm Howard Dell, and welcome to the Howard Dell Experience. I think that's what we're calling it.
Yeah.
And we are going to. I'm just going to be talking to you maybe daily, weekly, monthly. I don't know. We're just going to get this podcast going, and I have guests, and yeah, you know, you're going to hear from me. Hopefully, I don't bore you to death, but. Today, I've got my good buddy Georgios Bakopanos with me, and we are just going to chat about, you know, whatever comes to mind. So anyway, it's just like, boys, we just need some beers, and then we can just, you know, talk away. Okay, so anyway, George, Romania.
Yeah.
How long have we been here?
Well, I've been here for like 13 years. 13 years now, I guess I've been here. Something like that.
And
yeah.
Before that?
Before that, Greece, a few years in Greece, and before that, many years in Canada. Yeah.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yay, Vancouver.
Yeah.
Victoria, my home.
Yeah.
Oh, and what are we doing now? What's up with the work situation now? There's a million things we could talk about Romania.
Yeah.
Because it's so much different than.
It's really changing a lot right now. It's really growing again. Like things are really starting to move again. It depends on the reports. So I was at this thing recently, this sort of event thing that was with ING and the Netherlands Chamber of Commerce, and they were talking about the reports and so on too, and saying about some things that were slowing down, but I don't see that. They were talking about, I don't know, the residential, several apartments, but they're building everywhere right now, so I don't believe. They're saying that the warehousing is growing and the office buildings are growing, the other ones, and I was like, nah, everything's growing at the moment. I can see that everything's going really well. I mean, everything was.
Yeah, I see. I mean, the skyline with cranes, and and more.
There's more and more foreigners coming here. There's more people investing. There's more. So I think it just keeps on growing. Now GDP and stuff, I don't know, whatever. It's not a different story, but just
that stuff is.
Okay. But just the way I see it, let's say after being here for so many years and talking to people, I see that people are investing. I see that things are happening.
They have so much here. It's just you know, I always tell people that especially in Romania, if I was president, you know. Hypothetically, if a black man could be president, I would I'd do a Trump. I'd build a wall around Romania and tell everybody else to fuck off. Romania has everything, you know, in terms of mineral resources, oil, water, forestry, mountains, etc., etc. Anything you need for, you know, a robust, amazing economy. Romania has it all, and nobody in, as far as I'm concerned, nobody in Europe wants to see Romania, you know. Advance and become sort of self-sufficient. I mean, especially with the ports. You know, I tell people in Romania, where are the ports? You got Amsterdam and Hamburg. I can't remember where the ports are in Europe, but I remember I saw this study saying that each port, those major ports in Europe, would lose like $1 billion each if Constanța
became a real player.
Became a real player because it's shorter, it's cheaper. And
interesting
distribution is.
I didn't know that.
It's great, yeah. So it's
really.
Yep, it's amazing. So, and then of course all the politicians here sold off all the resources and stuff.
That's the big problem, is they've stolen most of the natural resources. Unfortunately, the majority of the trees and stuff, whatever, to deforestation and so on. Most of it's been theft. It hasn't been done properly. Let's say, this is the biggest issue still. But the corruption's gotten a lot better. I mean, I think it's getting less and less.
Well, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see.
Or just you don't see it as much anymore. Like it's like in sort of like in North America, you know that it's there. For sure, it's there,
right?
But you don't really see it.
Yeah, you almost never see it.
You come here, and it's kind of just like this, like, you know, like, hey, we're stealing, and nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, we're stealing, and we're changing the laws so that we go to jail just for a couple of days.
Yeah. This is the difference. It's more blatant in your face here, where we grew up, and you know, it's like when you're a politician in Canada, you can't own a business, your wife can't own a business, your kids can't own a business. I mean, nobody's allowed to own anything here. Everybody owns everything. I mean, you give business to your family.
There's no such thing as conflict of interest in Romania,
so
unfortunately.
But something a little bit different. But yeah, it's getting better, definitely. Yeah. I think it's getting, let's say, improving a lot. So it's one of the reasons why I ended up staying, I suppose.
Hopefully.
I didn't leave, at least until now. Oh. And the beautiful women.
Well.
I can't forget about
if sugar was as sweet as you, it wouldn't be for sale, baby. I know it's going to be be my tagline when I start the news.
The women are very wonderful here. They're all crazy, but they're wonderfully beautiful.
Oh my God!
That's why I love Romanian women, because
not a word of a lie there.
Never a dull moment. You're with a beautiful Romanian woman, is never a dull moment. It's always exciting and fun.
You see a lot of expats here married to Romanian women. Yeah. Okay. And so what are you working on now? What's talking about the sports complex?
Yeah,
Romania definitely needs
the new job. I'm a business development manager for Amcorp, and Amcorp is it's trying to make it. We're trying to make the company very corporate. It's the umbrella company. It's Asset Management Corporation, very
nice
American style.
Yeah, of course.
I'd say. But basically, what we're doing is we're developing the owner of the company. I mean, let's say along with us, the new team I just started a couple months ago, we're developing a whole bunch of projects around the sports, wellness, leisure, entertainment, hospitality segment.
Nice.
Also some stuff with warehouses and logistics and so on. But the sports complex is something we're building, we're moving quite fast on, and a hotel out in Chiaj now. So we also own the Diverland Water Park, which is huge. It's 125,000 square meters. It's been open for about 7 or 8 years now, I guess, running. And it was a pretty major investment, like around 30 million euro they've invested out there. And the rest of the investments will be around another 100 million euro that we're putting into Chiaj now, basically. So the sports complex is going to be big.
I'm excited to hear about the sports complex because
we're getting really close now to finishing the project, to submit now for building plans for the building permit.
Are there going to be tennis facilities?
Yeah, we'll have like 6 tennis courts, 3 5x5 for football, 1 large football, 3 multifunctional courts, paintball, 600 square meter outdoor CrossFit zone, restaurant, hotel outside, inside, indoor pools, spa area. It's big. Yeah.
They need that here. I just they suffer with sport. I think facilities here. I mean,
outdoor running track, not indoor running track.
Outdoor too.
Big round, and also a straight 120 meter as well, with a sand pit at the end as well. So you can do a little bit of practicing.
Coaching athletics and working with the best athletes in the world, Olympic gold medalists, etc., and working with the athletes I have here. They've got like 2, I don't know, maybe 3. I think I know 2 indoor athletic complexes. Indoor tracks for the whole country. And
there's probably a couple more outside of the country, that maybe outside of Bucharest we don't know about. But you're right, there's very limited.
Well, there's one here that's just 5,000 years old and pathetic, and they've got one in Bacau that is again 5,000 years old and pathetic. I don't know where they've got. I can't think of anywhere else that they have them.
Yeah.
And they have such amazing athletes here. Simona Halep was just in Parliament with Nadia Comaneci and Elena Stasi and stuff, and they were just sort of making a plea to the government in terms of, listen,
to build a facility.
Yeah, we need money to develop a sport. Romanians are so talented in every aspect of sport, whether it's tennis, gymnastics, athletics, football, whatever. But there's just, for me, my experience is in athletics. Coaches blow. Let me say that again. Coaches blow. You have such amazing athletes, and you have them.
I hope there's not too many coaches watching.
Well, I don't care. I can tell them face to face. They can't compare to my resume in terms of
True.
Who I've coached.
Your CV is beyond
my
anything.
CV compared to these coaches is nothing. Yeah. And they just they have great results with juniors here. We have really good results with juniors, and then as soon as that teenager goes from 19 to 20, from that boy or girl to man or woman, then you see results just go into the toilet, because these coaches have no idea how to take an athlete to the next level. And it drives me insane. So you see the majority of these athletes in Romania, especially in athletics, or track and field as it's known in other parts of the world, they run their fastest, throw their farthest when they were teenagers.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, when they're 23, 24, 25, trying to get the Olympics, and there's just no way they can qualify, because the coaches, they've been with the same coach for years, and they're running slower than when they first came to this coach. So athletic facilities or any kind of sport facilities are much needed.
I'm excited about it. It's going to take some time to build it. It's really big. It's 37,000 square meters, so it's a really big space, and it's going to be a multi-sport and so on too. But it's going to be great once it's done. Hopefully, have some teams coming out there and practicing and so on too. And building a hotel nearby will give people the option to be able to stay and so on too.
Yeah,
being out there. Well, once we finish all the entertainment facilities, the indoor entertainment facilities and so on, it's going to be a pretty wow area over there. It's going to be pretty impressive.
Here. But and they need that. They so need that here. And they need some kind of coaching education program too. But anyway, that's a whole other story. Maybe we can get something done out there in terms of.
I hope so.
I hope so. In terms of coaching, and I'd love to be a part of that, because it drives me insane. But hey, that's the politics of this country, which is shameful. But then again, moving on. Yes, I've got. I got those two news programs that'll be coming up. Hopefully, I'm waiting for those. We'll see what happens there.
Tell me more about the new stuff that you're doing.
About a guy has there's a.
You're gonna be on TV a lot.
The gentleman has a vision for news, and a different kind of news. I guess, a more westernized sort of news format.
Yeah.
And he's just he's trying to move forward with that. I don't know how much I'm supposed to talk about this on live, but or online, but it's coming. And he's got 4 new cable stations coming. He's got online, and MediaFax is just going to, I think, really accelerate with the news.
Cool. So we're going to see you on TV a lot.
I hope so, which would be great. I'd like to, I tell him I want to be the, I want to be the black version of CNN.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
For sure,
which
for
would
sure.
be great.
The late night show with Howard Dell.
Yeah, and then
that'd be cool too. If you're doing the late night show with Howard Dell, the late night show, bring me on. I want to be your first guest as well.
Right.
I want to be your first guest as well too.
I'll be like, and I'll bring on politicians and be like, so tell me. I heard somebody passed the envelope and they got what they wanted, Oh my gosh. But and then I'm still trying to work on that because I want to do that show. I want to do that jazz show.
Right?
The concert. So I'm trying to put together a concert, jazz concert, in their major performance hall. It's called the National Theater, and I'm.
Have you made any progress with the hall? Because you told me a little bit about that when we talked
I'm
last
so
night.
close at the moment. I've got the orchestra, Bucharest Jazz Orchestra, lined up. The best musical director in all of Romania, Andrei Tudor, who's amazing. I've got the orchestral scores from Robbie Williams, from his musical director, which is just amazing. Steve Sidwell, thanks, Steve. Much love, baby, much love. That saved me a ton of money, and that saved me a ton of headache.
And time, I suppose. Yeah, for sure.
And so now I'm just working on the venue and a media partner. And then, of course, once I have those two nailed down, then I can work on sponsors. But we'll see how that goes. It's it's a big project. And right now, I'm talking to another company who's sort of giving me some direction and some advice, and they're called eMagic, and they produce they produce musical shows for Celine Dion and
cool.
that level of performing artists. So. Yeah, hopefully we can get something together. I'd love to.
Got to be some smart people out there who would want to put their name on it, to sponsor you, to give money towards the event. There's got to be some out there. I think it's got to get the word a little bit more out there, I guess, and then I think you'll be able to track them, I suppose.
Hopefully,
this is going to be huge. It's going to be a big show.
Yeah, it's going to be a big production, and
compared to what you've told me and what I've understood that's been done here.
And I was asking the guy, should we go a bigger venue than the National Theater, because I think it holds 800 or 900, but. So we don't know ticket price and
interesting start, anyways. Too. I mean, it could be the first of many, right?
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I don't have to make $1 zillion on the show. I'd like to coordinate it with a charity and sort of.
That would be cool.
The transplant
charity would be good.
Transplant association here.
Yeah.
Because I, for those of you who don't know, had a liver transplant 10 years ago, and thankful to be above ground, and life breaks us all, but afterwards we're stronger at our broken places. Don't ask me where I heard that, but so I'd like to tie it in with the Transplant Association, and
that'd be great. Actually, really great. I think it's
really
a great way to raise some money for charity as well, there too, and
awareness.
Some awareness. Yeah, I guess the awareness.
Romania does an amazing number of transplants per year. I discovered, it's insane. I think they do more transplants in Romania than all of Europe does in a year.
Interesting.
The transplant doctor here. For liver doctor, she does 3 or 4 livers a week. I think it's 3. She averages 3 liver transplants a week.
Really?
That's insane. That's insane. But anyway, like I said, they do a lot of transplants here. And
well, unfortunately, we also do have really lousy roads here. So the accidents per capita here, people dying on the roads here, unfortunately, or that's maybe one of the reasons why they do so many transplants, because they have so many organs that
available.
They can. Unfortunately, I hate to say that, but that's the truth. At least you're saving some people's lives, which is great.
Yeah.
I think everybody should be an organ donor. That's the reality. Everybody should be an organ donor. Why take all the goods with you down below, and not just going to go to waste? Everybody should be an organ donor.
It's so true. That'd be interesting though. Accidents per capita.
I've done this research on it. Romania is, I think, the number 1 in Europe for worst per capita deaths per capita on the road. Yeah, because we have really crappy roads. Crappy roads. We don't have roads. I mean, crappy. Single lane with all the big tiers coming. They're bumpy.
Back to the government. Let's try
it's getting better
to
slowly, but I mean, we have we have 200 kilometers or 300 kilometers of highway in all of Romania at the moment. And there's other places like in one city where they have 200-300 kilometers. Like if you go to Germany, like one city probably has 200-300 kilometers around it, of highway. And we have 200-300 in the entire country. And we have 20 million people here. This is insane.
Can you imagine if...
that's because of the corruption.
I tell people, can you imagine if Romania had a decent infrastructure with like major highways and railways and everything? Didn't take you to travel 200 kilometers, didn't take 7 hours, and et cetera. With the commerce, and as smart as they are, the commerce in this country would explode.
For sure.
And
you don't need trains that go Mach 1 like in Japan, but at least to go, like average 100 kilometers per hour at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Not 300, 400. Okay, at least 100 would be good,
And it's crazy.
You get there in 5 hours.
I don't know why the politicians aren't for that, because then they can steal more money, because there's more money. There's more money available.
Yeah, I think they think too short.
They think
too
short-term.
Yeah,
short-term. I want money now.
Yeah, I want it right now.
Because they do their jail time and get out in a couple of years and still have their money. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's the truth. But anyways,
anyway.
We shouldn't go too deep into that, because we
exactly.
be on the Serei list of people to watch.
And arrested today.
Next podcast will be from your cell. Hey, how are we doing?
Hey,
so we're doing the second one again, me and George, because we both happened to get arrested after the first one.
We are in a jail cell. And welcome to the Howard Dell experience.
the Howard Dell true experience.
We're going to experience jail today. Oh my God. Yeah, well. Between athletics and politics and and development here, it's growing, and it's really something. It's really something special. I just hope that they.
No, it is. It is really growing. Honestly, I'm really impressed with my boss and the stuff that he wants to do. Also, what we're doing in Chiajna, because he's doing a lot of things which are entertainment based for families and so on too. We're building also an indoor water park and also an indoor entertainment park. First aquarium in Bucharest, which is pretty cool, and along with the hotel and everything else that we're building out there, it's gonna be pretty great for people who have families and kids and so on, want to come out and spend the day in entertainment and so on. It'll be becoming all year round, as opposed to just the seasonal water park at the moment. So
it's great having it all year round, because you can people like to, well, for those people who can't jump in their car and drive 3 hours to go to Constanza or something like that. They can just go to the water park.
There's another water park opening up in Pantelimon as well too. That would probably be done for the summertime as well too. So people in Bucharest have more stuff to do. Let's say more entertainment facilities and so on that poor people can
So we got all kinds of facilities to entertain families and that kind of stuff, and we have no facilities and no money going towards
next is hospitals,
athletics,
and
or sports or something like that.
Athletics and sports,
Romania should have one of the best sporting programs on the planet because of the talent of their athletes, but sadly they don't. And that's because, thank you government, thank you for putting no money into sports in this country. But
that is too bad. That is kind of sad, because I grew up doing a lot of sports as well too, and then I started working in the hospitality industry, and then it started coffee and cigarettes, and that was the end of the story there. But I was totally into sports when I was young. I mean, I played on every single team you could possibly put on a piece of paper. Every team.
You
name it, I played on a team.
Yeah, in Canada we've got. And
it's really great.
High school,
but it's really great for to grow up doing sports. It also helps to develop the body as well differently than if you don't. When you get older, and if there's much more chance that you'll continue it if you do it from you're young. Nobody starts doing sports when you're an adult. You start when you're younger, and that takes you through. And then you become that mindset where your kids also, where you want your kids to do sports. And it's not just about being healthy. These days, you can die from just about anything right now, unfortunately. But the truth is that it is good for your body if you do sports, right? I mean, I should be going to the gym and stuff, and I don't. And I've been working also in fitness and wellness for 10 years in Romania. But the fact of the matter is that I did a lot when I was younger. I really hate myself that I stopped doing all those different sports, but I never would have done it now.
Yeah, at least we had it.
For sure.
Growing up, but we had the basketball team, the volleyball team,
and all the parents should be putting their kids into
the swimming
sports
team,
here.
the fucking hockey team.
Yeah, for sure. I was playing on a football, like American football, like soccer team when I was 6 years old, and baseball. I was from 6 years old. I was playing on teams. I mean, for 6-8 years I was playing. This was up to
and here, what's annoying is the number two participation sports are football and athletics, because they're the cheapest. They don't require a lot of equipment. And,
Swimming's very popular here. I can tell you from my last job as well too, that the swimming classes for people are very dedicated about getting their kids to swim. Nice. But it's more, I think they feel that's more of a necessity more than a sport. They want to teach them to swim so they know how to swim.
Right.
Not because they want to compete. So it's actually more about learning to swim. The other ones like ballet or football or karate and so on over too is more about the child, I guess, being maybe more into it. Maybe being a bit more.
I think my
competitive,
swimming lesson
but-
was, is that water? There you go.
Yeah.
Sink or swim, baby.
But I mean, you've played just about every sport there's known to man, and
Yeah.
you've even played professionally, right? So you know even more than anybody else how important it is and how it can help
I
you.
would just love to, yeah. I mean, and now I've got, we spoke to a gentleman who is another big player, especially in triathlon. He runs the biggest triathlon in Romania. God, he might be the biggest in Eastern Europe. But anyway, so we've sort of collaborated, and he has an athletics club. So I'm the head coach of the athletics club, and now I'm just looking for sponsors so that I can bring in some athletes, and we can get back to, I had 2 Romanian champions, national champions in heptathlon, hurdles, and 100 meter, 200 meter. And like I say, these coaches make me want to slip my wrist. They don't want to listen. They don't want to learn anymore. They think they know everything. They think they know. I mean, and the other thing, that's fitness here too. Fitness makes me crazy. Some fitness trainer takes a two-day course, and now he's an expert in kettlebells. They got so many weekend warriors here.
Nutrition the same too.
Oh, nutrition and kettlebells.
Weekend courses, and you become a nutritionist. Yeah.
And that stupid TRX. That stupid TRX. Great. Yeah. Waveflex. Say goodbye to TRX. Say hello to Waveflex. Dynamic and static exercise, and you can't beat it. It's 1,000 times better than TRX, whatever they're called. Yeah, a little plug there for Waveflex. God, it's amazing. If you don't know what Waveflex is, hook up with me on Facebook. Send me a note, and I'll introduce you to real fitness exercise. But sorry, little plug there for the.
Well, look. Hey man, you've been ex-professional basketball player, ex-professional, so NFL, NBA.
I played professional football, Canadian Football League, and and then the very short stint in the National Football League. I played in the Arena Football League. Okay. I had my LA Summer Pro League basketball team with with my professional players there.
And you were in the Olympics. Yeah,
and then Olympics,
no big deal there. Yeah,
did the '88 Olympics. Tried to qualify in '84. Was it '84 or '88 summer? I can't remember, but there's a 400-meter hurdler.
So for everybody, for everybody out there, if we're talking to somebody who knows, I talk like I know sports. I talk like I know fitness, and I've been doing it for like 10, 12 years in Romania. I've been working in the industry, but I know nothing compared to what he knows. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not anything. I just more and more about the business side. Like everything there is to know about sports and fitness and wellness. I mean,
sadly, sports doesn't make any money, so.
Yeah, but
your side looks better.
Yeah, it does. It's true. The business side, I guess, is better. But the fact of the matter is that you really know what you're talking about, man. This is the thing. That's why I've always come to you for advice about that kind of stuff as well, too, because you really know what you're talking about. This standing with one foot on a Bosu with one.
Oh my gosh, Bosu! Don't even get me started on that.
In the air while you're holding a kettlebell and you're tugging something with your mouth. You know what I mean? And the other one, that thing that rope. Yeah, it's not really.
I had a conversation, a very brief conversation with this one trainer from Cluj, and. She was just recently a personal trainer, and she's trying to tell me that she was on the Bosu ball squatting and I told her, I said, listen, don't ever exercise on an unstable surface. You want to do physio on an unstable surface, okay. You want to build ankle flexibility and strength, on a Bosu. Okay, that's fine. You can work the ankle, etc. I mean, the Bosu is like a physiotherapy thing, right? Anyway, and these people now, like you say, they're standing on a Bosu, one leg, kettlebell. I'm just like, that's retarded. Anybody who's got a brain in strength and conditioning, anybody who has any knowledge of strength and conditioning, you never exercise on an unstable surface. Forget it. So if I see one more trainer squatting on a Bosu ball with weights or otherwise, I'll just slip my wrist. Morons don't know anything. But is that too blunt? Morons don't know anything. These trainers, come on now. Okay, or these trainers who have never done a sport. Okay, you spend your life in. Do you know how easy fitness is? Do you know how easy the fitness is? You have no idea. Try doing a sport. Try doing a national team sport, an Olympic sport, a professional sport. Then come and talk to me.
It's next level.
But when you're just a weekend warrior, 6-week fitness course, please, you come out and you're being a trainer and you want to have a conversation with me. I don't think so. Anyway, yeah, they just annoy me. These weekend warriors. they have no idea. But hey, that's all right. I mean,
I think it's great if you go take a nutrition course and it's for yourself and it helps you to understand a bit more about nutrition and in your body, let's say.
Yeah.
And even if it's just a weekend course or 1 month course, that's great. But don't take a weekend course or even a 3 weekend course and then come to me and start telling me how I should be eating and not eating, whatever, because I know my body better than you do.
I'm a professional nutritionist now.
Unless you've been doing it for a long time. I mean, I would never. It's like who would ever hire a doctor or a lawyer who just finished school? You wouldn't, that's why they go do practical experience, right? A doctor goes in this practical experience for many years before they go on their own too.
Yeah.
Even a lawyer, who's going to hire a lawyer right out of high school, right out of school?
Right.
You want them to have practiced a little bit, right? And especially if it's a courtroom lawyer. You don't want to be the first client and the first time he's in a courtroom. That's not where you want to be. You know what I mean?
We used to have,
it's about experience and everything, right?
We used to have this expression, well, because I'm a teacher now, because I teach and do, it's a little counterintuitive, but we used to say those who can't do teach.
Yeah, okay. Well,
but
sure. But I mean, the idea is
but now you got people who can do. Now you have people who do and do teach. So it's
yes. But Howard, I think it all comes into experience, no matter what job you're doing, right? I mean, that's
Absolutely.
the reality, right? No matter what you learned in school, if you don't put it into practice. You can also go to hospitality school. It doesn't mean you're going to be good with customer service when you come out. It just means you know how to run a hotel or whatever, but it doesn't teach you how to do good customer service. That comes from manners and from listening and from experience, right? And this is
being Canadian.
That also too, yeah. I mean, I've been doing 35 years of customer service, so for me it comes kind of naturally. But the fact is that this is the reality, right? And this is how it is. You can go to school to learn certain things, but you're not going to teach you everything, right? So
absolutely, and that's I forgot about that. George does seminars for different companies in terms of customer service, how to teach your CSR, your customer service people, how you treat customers, because it's a little rough. In his domain here in Romania, when George is dealing with these people.
To put it mildly.
They in Romania.
It's getting better, but
it's getting better.
Lack of customer service at times can be really annoying.
Yeah.
It can be really, really annoying for me as well too. It runs in my blood, so I take it very personally. That's when I get really bad service. And so unfortunately, you don't want me coming to your restaurant or to your business and getting really lousy service, because I often post it on Facebook as well, which you may have seen. And granted, I'm not some influencer on that, but I do have 4,400 friends on Facebook, whatever, and another 800 followers. So, you can be sure that some people are going to see it if you if you don't take care of your customers, let's say. I don't expect to be the red carpet. I just expect to be treated as a
just a normal
human being and to appreciate that I'm giving you my hard-earned money, because you don't deserve my hard-earned money for free. We all work hard for our money. So if you want my money, show me some little love.
Show me some respect.
Show me a little love. I mean, show me some appreciation that you appreciate my money. I don't have to come to your business.
Yeah.
Nobody's a monopoly. There's very few businesses that are monopolies in Romania. There might be a couple, but there's very few that are monopolies. So sorry, but you know what? There is some competition out there. This is the reality.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's so different here than in Canada too. I owned a restaurant in Canada, and man, if you didn't give good customer service, you were dead. I mean, you closed. Here.
Yeah,
I know people are more concerned about the food, it seems, as well too, than they are about the service. I'm more concerned about the service and the atmosphere than I am about the food. The food has to be decent and edible. Let's be honest. The food has to be good, and there is some good, really great restaurants here.
I had a bit of a customer service issue. I'm just going to say a bit, to be kind, because I'd like to get these people as a sponsor. Yeah. But there was a particular phone company that just had, I wanted to send George over to the corporate office so that he could just talk to the 1,000 or 2,000 employees they have, because their customer service is shite. But that's a whole other story. We'll save that for another episode. Yeah. But
it's getting better.
It is getting better.
I've seen a real improvement over the years with the restaurants, especially too. And I worked in the restaurant business for many years, in the hospitality industry very well, a lot. So I've seen a big improvement. I joke about this when I do some of the seminars about the fact when I first came here and I went to a restaurant and I ordered some food and the food wasn't good, it was not cooked, or it was wasn't what I ordered, or whatever, cold or whatever. And I'd say, hey, I'm not very happy with this. And they'd say, maybe sometimes they'd say, I'm sorry. That was rare. Usually you wouldn't get I'm sorry. You would just be like, okay, we'll get you something else. And okay, great. So I ordered a pizza the first time. It's okay, give me a burger. Burger comes, decent. I eat it. I ask for the bill, and they charge me for both. And that was the standard here, And I used to I joked about this as well too. And I think sometimes they might even charge me for the guy in the back who was complaining, throw his on mine as well, It's like stupid guy complaining, Okay. What are you doing complaining here in my restaurant, Everything's perfect.
Yeah.
Now, generally, they won't charge you for the one that you returned back. If it was me, when I used to own a restaurant, and this is very important, everybody, to remember, because we're talking about a very, very small portion of your business, and how many people complain every day is a very small portion of your business, and your reputation is everything. If it was me, I wouldn't charge for anything.
Right.
The meal was on the house, and then probably give you a bottle of wine because you're with your girlfriend, and you were eating, and she had
Right.
to wait, and the food wasn't good because it got cold, got sent back, and you ruined the experience, right? It was the
Right.
customer service experience,
Yeah.
right? The journey, the customer journey, and the experience is what you go and what you pay for. Anybody can cook dinner at home. I can also order to delivery at home. I go to a restaurant because I want to be served. I want to be not served. I don't consider waiters slaves. I consider waiters of a professional nature. I mean, they're professionals. If you're a waiter, you should do it as a professional. I mean, give me good service and I'll give you a good tip as well. That's what it's about, right? I mean, seriously, make me feel comfortable, make me feel good.
See George coming into your restaurant, you better snap to attention. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't want the red carpet. I just expect to be treated.
Yeah, you want normality.
I come there and I want to be treated really well. I'm paying you to eat the meal that I could have cooked at home, but I'm paying you a bit more because I'm being
Coming out
served.
to have it, yeah.
This is the whole point, right?
That's the thing, when you come to in Canada or
A little
the US,
clean and nice atmosphere. And
US for that matter, customer service is like amazing.
But I mean, and so it should be, right? And it all comes down to manners, actually. So if you have good manners, you should give good customer service. This is really what it comes down to. Now, if your parents didn't teach you good manners, fair enough. Maybe it's not your fault. Don't work in customer service. It's very simple. Go get an office job in the back. There's plenty of jobs where you have to sit in the back in the office and work.
Don't have to
if you don't like talking to people, don't get a job where you have to talk to people every day.
Socialize.
Yeah. I mean,
Were you socialized
if you're not a
correctly?
social person, no problem. That's great. Hey, no issues. But go get a different job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
stay out of the service industry.
Truck, drive to something else. I mean, where you don't drive taxi where you should be talking politely to people. Don't drive Uber where you should be talking politely with people. Drive a truck where you drive a dump truck where you have to speak with anybody except on the walkie-talkie.
It's too funny. Sometimes you jump into Uber and it's just like silence.
Yeah.
It's just like
It's also
nothing, no how's your day, anything like that. It's like, but then again, I guess some people jump in and they don't want anyone to talk.
I don't really talk to them too much either, but at least if we do talk, I enjoy some good conversation from time to time. And in Cluj, to be honest with you, is where I really encountered the nicest one. That even the taxi drivers and the Uber drivers.
Cool.
Cluj it's a wholly different.
I jumped into
city.
one time. I jumped into
In Bucharest, it's like
Uber.
whatever,
Yeah, I think it was Uber. And this guy was. I noticed in the little compartment by the stick shift, he had
some gum and stuff like that, whatever.
No. Well, I've had ones that had
I saw some like gum and candies and wet wipes and a bottle of water. Very nice, very nice.
But
that's customer service.
Yeah, this guy had something called tacromylus or Prograf, and I looked at it and went Prograf, which is a autoimmune. It's a immunosuppressant. So anyway, I see Prograf or Cellcept, and I'm like, this person's had a transplant. Who's this for?
Oh,
right. Yeah, and
wow.
I picked it up, and I was just like, oh my god! And I'm talking to this guy who had a liver transplant. I was just like, no way. And when another transplanter finds another transplanter, we get a little crazy. We get a little excited.
Sure,
We're like,
sure,
oh my God, what organ did you have? And how much medication do you take? And how you feeling? And how's your lab? How's your blood work? Does it look good?
See, you can use it as a driver. He can use it to his advantage to talk to people, to be friendly with people, right? So it's great, right? And you feel really comfortable. You're bound to give him a tip if he's like that. You mean, why would you if he's not? This is the truth, right?
Well, it's just cool. I mean, what are the odds?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
The odds are pretty slim, actually.
Yeah, and I was just like, I was all excited because I had a fellow transplanter.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, that is really
In
cool.
Bucharest, generally, it's like, ce vrei mă, pleacă de aici. You want to go there and now at this hour?
Yeah.
No, man, there's too much traffic. What the fuck? It's your job. I mean, you're a driver.
Yeah,
this is what you should be doing.
Or
change your job. Go work in an office.
Taxis are bad, dude. Sometimes the
really
taxi.
bad.
That's why I like Uber better. You jump in the taxi, or as soon as they hear that you're an expat. Like,
I wasn't supporting Uber when it first came here. I was supporting taxi. I didn't really agree with it, to be honest, when it first came here.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, because I didn't think it was really fair that's true that taxis have to pay really big licenses to become taxis.
Right.
But I was forced to use Uber a couple times at the beginning because I couldn't find a taxi, for example, with a Clever application. So I said, okay, I'm going to try Uber. And I found it to be quite convenient after that, having the app and so on too. It was very, very convenient, But I was not a big fan at the beginning. But I became a big fan. Why? Because the drivers were nicer, the cars are cleaner, they're a little more customer service friendly. Actually, a lot more customer service friendly, even in Bucharest as well too. And they can't take advantage of you because you know how much you're going to pay. Whereas the other guys, I got tours of Bucharest several times when I first came here. I got the full tourist tour a few times in Bucharest by taxi drivers.
Do you ever get
American?
You ever get that one where you jump in the taxi and he says "Unde mergem?" Like where you want to go, and you tell him the destination, and he doesn't turn the meter on. He just quotes you a price.
Yeah, quotes you.
Oh, you're an expat, so that'll be like.
And he tell you a price that we know is not true.
Yeah, like 3 times the normal rate or something like that. And you're sort of like, okay, that's not going to work.
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons I like Uber. But now I
tried to use it wherever I went. In Constanța, I had an issue with a taxi when I went in the summertime to go, when I was working before with work class and to go visit the clubs, and I got really pissed off because it wasn't even, they were like, just give me a flat rate. And I was like, okay, fine, look, I'll pay you the flat rate, I don't care. But I need a receipt. I need a receipt for the company. Oh, I can't give you a receipt. I got out of the taxi, I went to the policeman and said, excuse me, but she told me she can't give me a receipt. Oh, really? Let's go talk to her. She said, no, I didn't say that to you. I just told you it was a different.
Yeah. They don't want to get busted doing that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Anyways, of course, it was my word against hers, and nothing happened. Yeah, but I was so pissed off.
Yeah,
So
man.
Fine, I'll pay you whatever you want. But I need a receipt. I need a receipt for it because that's legal.
Happen.
You know what I mean? Like charging whatever you want, but give me a receit.
Yeah.
You know.
Be like, nah, I like the black money.
But that's
Black
issue,
money.
yeah, unfortunately.
How many bottles of 1, 2, 3, 4? I must have like 10, 12 bottles of wine and booze up there.
Yeah, you do have quite the assortment, quite the collection going.
Yeah, that's been up there a while too.
Yeah.
I have to break one of those open one day. I got the 2 bottles up there. They're it's called Tweeka. Yeah, it's like it's a Tweeka in Romania. It's like a home brew. It's like they distill their own.
You just made from plums and stuff. I think there's different types anyway. I think you can make it from apple or plums. There's Palinka and Suica.
Yeah, what do you compare those to?
In Greece, I can compare them to like buraki or whatever it's called, not ouzo, because ouzo is more like licorice. But in North America, I don't think there is anything. It's like moonshine.
It's moonshine, but it's like
40 proof, 50 proof, 60 proof.
It's like a shot of like I guess it's like, I hate to say tequila, but it's like
it's like moonshine.
It's moonshine, but it's heavy. It's a liquor. It's like it's a powerful liquor.
Yeah.
And so they make Tweeka and Palinka, which is, but they're smooth. They're pretty.
Yeah, some of them are. Some of them are. If you keep them long enough some of them taste a little more like a cognac, a cognac.
Okay.
If you leave in the bottle, some things age in like whiskey doesn't generally age in the bottle. You have to age it in barrels, right? Some wines will age in the bottle. With cognac or brandy, if you leave it in the bottle long enough, it'll actually age in the bottle as well too, and it'll be much more smoother if you let it sit even longer.
Nice.
Even if it's not the best quality brandy, if you keep it for 10 years, it becomes quite nice.
Smoother.
And I think Suica and Palinka is the same.
I think
so. I believe it ages in the bottle.
I don't even know where I got that from. I got a bottle of like Tahitian rum. I got that for I can't remember where I got it.
I'll have to crack that open next time.
Well, no, I have a friend at the embassy who loves rum, and I said I told him about this. I said, oh man, you got to try some. He loved rum. Oh, Tahitian rum, which is so like, I got to have that. I said, okay, well.
Then we whip us up a couple of Cuba Libras next time.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll bring the lime and the Coke. And you have the rum.
Be like, yes. We had this. You put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. There's some commercial in Canada. Oh, I can't remember what that was from. You put the lime in the coconut. Anyway, Jamaican thing. Jamaican. I'm a Jamaican boy, you know. Father Jamaican. Oh man, I have to. I've got a couple of. That's for another show. Next time I have to show you guys this therapy. It's called external enhanced counterpulsation. It's basically the cure for heart disease.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not supposed to say cure. I'm supposed to say treatment. But
basically, it is a cure. Huh?
Yeah, doctor tells you need a stent, angioplasty, bypass, peripheral vascular disease, coronary artery disease, congestive heart failure, angina. Instead of getting cut open, ECP therapy. I am 100% sure will change your life and save you. But that's for another show.
I got to come back.
Yeah, man.
I got to come back next week and jump up in the bed as well too, just for the little circulation. I mean, the thing is that even though it does what it does and it's designed for, it's wow. I mean,
even if you're the healthiest person in the world,
it's wow. It's wow for you. It'll just do wonderful. But there's even side things like it's great for women for cellulite treatment to get rid of the cellulite. Because it just circulation, right?
It wasn't built for designed for cellulite. It just happens to be a side effect.
I can't speak from experience. I didn't use it for that. I just tried it just for myself. And for me, it's like a detox. Like to say, my body released some things after a few days. My body helped me just cleanse a bit just from one treatment. It was amazing. That's why I got to come back and do it again.
Massive circulation. It's just great. Until you've tried. If you're the healthiest person in the world, it's still great for you. And if you're an athlete, if you're an athlete, the treatment should be illegal for how much it helps your cardiovascular system and strengthens your heart.
I mean, that's what everything's about, right? I mean, if you go to the gym, they tell you shouldn't just do weight training; you should also do cardio. And the cardio is just to get the blood flowing, right? Yep. That's what it's about, right? I mean, it's not just about one; it's about both, right?
Exactly.
So it's an integral part of our lives. Even just going for a 30-minute walk every day. Right, it's good for you. So you stay on here for an hour. It's like you did a 3-hour run, right?
It's like doing a marathon. Yeah, you get to do you get the blood flow of a marathon.
But you're sitting and chilling,
with your heart
looking at Facebook.
Oh yeah, no Netflix.
So Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit Netflix, and you're like you're running a marathon. That's pretty cool, no?
awesome.
Running a marathon while you're kicking back on the bed.
Yeah,
And your blood's
with the heart
flowing.
at rest. Your heart's just going, oh, that's so nice.
So he's the guy. You want to try it?
So yeah, you definitely at some point in time.
Only one in Europe, as far as I know, or Eastern Europe for
Eastern
sure.
Europe, nobody has it in Eastern Europe, and
In Europe,
I think
UK, you said in the UK.
Yeah, it's in the UK.
Soon to be out of the EU, so you'll be the only one left in
Yeah,
the
exactly. It's
that's
not in the EU.
If Brexit happens, you'll be the only one in the EU.
But
that has the
Eastern Europe
beds.
for sure.
Yeah.
And
I'm definitely Romania.
it's gonna be interesting. It should be
Yeah, man,
interesting.
I mean, some of the stories you told me about some of the patients that you worked with.
Oh, yeah.
The girl who had the stroke.
Unbelievable. 19 years old, has a stroke. Boom.
That's
Told her
phenomenal.
she's done.
Yeah.
6 months later after ECP, back
And now,
on
and now what? Now she's.
national champ. And stuff, and triathlon. And
And the other guy, the gentleman you had, the
guy was 90
what was
years old.
it, the archaeologist?
Yeah,
Marine
no,
archaeologist? Or not archaeologist?
geologist.
Geologist.
Yeah,
yes,
and 90 years old, and
Could barely walk, and now,
barely walk. Anyway, he was told he was going to die.
now
in a month.
he's doing
Now
bachata
he's-
lessons
yeah,
or something.
and
He's dancing bachata or something
He's
now.
like 90,
right?
91, 92
Yeah.
now, and he's
Yeah.
jogging
This
down the
ain't. This is
street.
not bullshit. This is
Yeah,
real
you
stuff.
gotta-
that I'm
it's
bringing
just
up. It's not-
anyway. But we'll do that. One episode of the Howard Dell Experience. We'll do that. And have you eaten today?
I ate a bowl of cereal today, and that was
Cereal?
it. Yeah,
That's it?
And that was it. And then last night I didn't party, but okay. Had a friend over, some sushi, a couple balls of wine. Yeah,
Yeah.
little medicinal cigarette, and we won't. That's another episode. That's another episode. Yeah.
I'm not hungry, but you know what I love? I love at DC. I love the in DC. I love the soup.
Oh yeah.
The soup of the day, as long as it's not cauliflower.
Yeah.
I hate cauliflower soup. But the last couple of times I checked it out, DC had we had vegetable soup, tomato soup, mushroom soup was last time. It was amazing. Oh my God, it was amazing.
Nice.
Loved it.
Nice.
But I think it's time to get some food.
Yeah, it's time to get some food.
Time to wrap up this episode of and the first one of the Howard Dell Experience. We look forward to putting ourselves out there for the world to see, and we'd like to thank our special guest, Mr. Georgios Bakopanos. Thank you, George, for coming out.
It's my pleasure.
And we'll see y'all next time on the Howard Dell Experience. Enjoy, everybody.
Right.